Morning YouTube, afternoon, evening. Just finished a lovely little brew at a 1066 cafe, and got chatting to a fella while I was getting back on the RS, and he goes, "Oh, I quite fancy one of these." So I said to him, "Oh, I've got a spare one. It's up for sale." Lo and behold, we had a bit of a natter. He's taken my phone number, and he might want to buy the one that all the blue bodywork came off of. So that was a good little deal. But obviously in the car park there was a very nice CB250 that I was looking at, and I was looking at it. Well, that turns out that's his bike. He's retired, restores bikes for fun. We all know you never get the money back you put into them, but it is the enjoyment, which is, I mean, I've spent enough money restoring bikes and sold them for less than they've cost you, but that's life, isn't it? So yeah, he's going to ping me a message later and see what happens. So there you go. Whilst I was in the car park, there was a couple of Vela sets in there. One of them had a tank bag. Both of them were the old fishtail pipe with the holes in. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, they're cracky looking bikes. And they both had I think it's Rally de Colombia or something like that. It's a rally around the Picos in Spain, and they both had the stickers on from a few years ago. So I'm guessing they've both done the rally, which is pretty good going. Make sure I turn my fuel on, choke off, which is it's pretty good going, yeah. But it got me thinking, and this is a blatant theft of an idea from a video that I saw the other day, and I wasn't going to do a video, it didn't even occur to me. However, it was 44 Teeth. I'm sure that everyone watching this watches 44 Teeth, and it was Chris Barrel Grumble, however you know him, and he was doing a ride on BMW RT, an old RT, and it was one of the bikes they use on a budget bike battle to Bratislava, which I won't spoil it, but you need to watch it if you haven't watched it. It's in a few parts. There's an uncut version that people had to go to the cinema to see because they couldn't post it on YouTube. But anyway, going back to the video that he did the other day, it was about cool bikes. What is a cool bike? And he's riding this old RT. It's an old police RT, and he's going, "This is a cool bike." And he was chatting about why it's cool and what makes it cool and all that sort of stuff. And it wasn't until I didn't think much about it, but then when I sat in the cafe watching the bikes come and go, a lot of them that came in, I just looked up, they rode past, I sort of looked back down, I absolutely dismissed them instantly. There was a lovely flat plane crank R1 came in, I'd say lovely, and it sounded absolutely gorgeous. But I just sort of looked up and oh, it's an R1, and looked back down. But then lo and behold, when I walk out, there's this old CB550. Maybe I'm getting old, but there's a CB550. I go, oh, that's nice, and have a good look round it. And then these two Vela sets, wander over and see these two Vela sets. Oh, they're nice. Oh, look, done the rally, blah, 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 you know. And that's what interests me. And I'm thinking, now they are cool bikes. And then I wander up to the RS. There's not only a guy that asked me if he could take a photo of it, which was, you know, of course you can, mate, yeah. Oh, I have one of these. But then this other guy wanders up. I didn't get his name. I should have done, really. A bit rude of me. He wanders up. We start chatting, and lo and behold, he's a potential buyer of the spare RS, because it's a cool bike, especially the fairing. You know, it is a cool bike. But then, what's cool to one person certainly might not be to another one. When I mentioned to some mates that I was taking this to Wales, I think they just had one word, which was why. Because obviously I've got other bikes. I've got 6 bikes including this, and they're like, why? Because it's cool. I mean, you know, if you have one at the time, that's probably what makes it cool. If you didn't have one, you don't know what a 250RS is, then it's probably not cool. But monkey bikes, they're cool. DAX, I think they're even cooler. The ones with the higher bars, and the old 70s ones with the 2-piece handlebar, where you can adjust a nut. You loosen the bars off and fold them down so they fit in the back of your your pickup truck or whatever you do it, you know, whatever you carry it around in, they're cool. Trying to think what else. What have I got that's cool? The RC30 race rep, the Fred Merkel rep, that's cool. Well, it's cool to me because, again, not many people know what it is. Because unless you're from the sort of the 80s and 90s and you're into bikes in that era, you probably don't even realise what it is. My Panther Cafe Racer rep, that's cool to me. My Hyperstrada, see, I don't think that is cool. It's a great bike and I love it, but is it cool? It's not really. Would I take it to a bike show? No, unless it was just transport to get there. Would I take it around Europe? 100% I would. Through the old French Alp twisties, you know, the old coals, it would be absolutely perfect. But is it a cool bike? It's not, is it? And the DRZ 400, even though it's an E, which to a geek is cool because it's the full-on enduro bike, is it cool? No, it's not. I guess it's probably what would you take to a local bike meet or a bike show? Oh, we're going back a different way because I came out of there. It's taking me a different way, the old Tom Go ride. So I'm heading home now. It's about another hour. It's about an hour home. Yeah, what would you take to a bike meet? I suppose that's probably why he stood in the road. Chap, you're a little bit close to the edge of the road there. It's not good. Say not good. You're parking. Perfect. Yeah, if you're going to take something to a bike meet, I suppose that does make it cool. Ears are blocked. But then, yeah, it's different things to different people. But the RS, this to me is cool. This is a cool bike. To the point where I knew I was going to the cafe, I nearly put the flipping trouser panniers on with the top box to make it look even cooler. And when I said to a couple of the guys, I've got trouser panniers for this, they were like, oh, nice, yeah. You know, in an old man nice way, but they were appreciative, should we say. Whereas a lot of the modern stuff, it's nice, but it's not, just doesn't appeal to me. There's a chap I watch on YouTube. I don't watch a massive amount of YouTube channels. Motorcycle Rewind, Eric, the American guy, all he does is pretty much 70s bikes with the occasional 80s bike, and he drags stuff that hasn't run for years and he gets it freed up, you know, blocks of wooden hammers on the top of pistons that are seized in bores, and he does all of that, gets them running. There was a GPZ 1100, was it an A1? Early GPZ 1100, the first of the unit tracks, and it had been sat. That's a nice old bend, look at that. Oh, RS bend. Oh, I ain't going the other way, look. Oh, ooh, little toe touch there. It had been sat beside or behind someone's house to the point where there were no spark plugs in it. The bores had filled with water. It was in a right state. Not only did he get it running, but he then rode it 3,000 miles. But yeah, again, show him a modern bike, he probably wouldn't think that's cool, because his era, I guess, is 70s, where I guess my motorcycling started in the 80s. Yeah, the first time I rode a motorcycle was in 1977, 78 off-road, and it was a monkey bike. It was a Honda Z50R, and I want to buy one. It was an early one, no suspension, but they're big money, and I would never ride it, but it would still be nice just to have one. What, they're a couple of grand maybe? Oh, an early one would probably be more than that actually, maybe 3, maybe 4 for a really nice early one, which is a lot of money for an ornament. So I might have to rethink that idea. But to me, that is a cool bike. Modern bikes that are cool, I'm struggling to think of any that you could call a cool bike. When was the last cool bike? Or do bikes get cool with age? See, that's the thing. Or are they just cool for your era? I'm really waffling now, aren't I? Just inane drivel. So if you're still with me, then well done. But for me, Cool bikes. I can name a handful of cool bikes straight off. Honda RCs, cool bikes. GSXR 1100, the first GSXR 1100, cool bike. I want one of those actually. Yeah, I want one of those. VF1000R Honda, cool bike. GBZ 900R, ooh, tricky one. I mean, that was a game changer when it came out. It literally just, you know, it wiped the floor with everything. It was just so different. But is it cool? They're still quite cheap. They made a lot of them, they sold a lot of them, they're still quite cheap. First GSXR 750, was it the F750F? The ones they use for racing, cool bike. But then the FZ 750, same era, is that cool? 5 valve per head cylinder. Is that a cool bike? I don't know. Certain bikes just seem to have this thing about them. RD500 Yamahas, 2-stroke Yamahas, cool bike. But the RG, I don't know. Both 2-strokes. To be fair, the RG was probably a better bike. I mean, you know, I'm an LC Yamaha fan. 350 LC, cool bike. Power valve, cool bike. X7, probably not cool, before my time. What else? Cool bikes that are unobtainable. Well, I mean, the Britain, my ultimate motorcycle. When I win the Euro Millions, like we all say, I'm going to buy a Britain. And I'm going to use it on track days, I'm going to display it, I'm going to spank it. I'm going to make sure it's properly used and seen by as many people as possible. That is my ultimate dream. Yeah, they are things of beauty. Things of beauty that need to be used. And do you know what? A lot of the guys that own Britons do use them. Unlike a lot of people that tuck bikes away, they are often used. I was going to go for an overtake there, but there's an offside junction. Wouldn't be clever, would it? Yeah, a lot of people with Britons do use them, which is brilliant. Yeah, do you know? I'm trying to think of cool bikes. Those Velocets today, they were cool. Yeah, they were mucky, they were oily, they weren't shiny, they weren't show bikes, but they had the rally stickers on. One of them had an Isle of Man TT sticker on, so it's obviously, well, I say it's been to the island, it might just be a sticker. But judging by the bikes, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a sticker. I'm pretty sure that was a purchase once there thing. But of the other bikes that were there was a couple of Enfields, but they were modern Enfields. Are they cool? I don't think they are. CB900F, there you go, that's a cool bike. 750F, especially in the Spencer Rep. That's a cool bike. God, you know, I'm racking my brains now for cool bikes. This is going to be one of those videos that I thought I'd just chat about cool bikes, and I could probably only name, what, less than 10 that I can think of. But I guess it's, to me, they're cool bikes. But if you early R1, how about that? That was a cool bike. Early Fireblade, potentially a cool bike. I'm not so sure though. Early R1, early R1 definitely another game-changing bike. First BMW S1000 RR, that's a cool bike. Again, total game changer. Early Triumph Speed Triple, cool bike. I weeded one of them 2 up down Hastings Seafront once, allegedly, obviously. Yeah, I was at the traffic lights by the Carlisle pub, if you know it. Lights went green, had the missus on the back, pulled away from the light, stuck it on the back wheel down the seafront. It's not big and it's not clever, kids. It really isn't. And I would frown upon that, obviously. Shouldn't do it. But hey, we're all young and stupid once. What else? Oh, the first generation of the Hinckley Triumph Bonneville, the 800 whatever cc carb version. Cool bike. Do you know, I've ridden a few of those, and again, that's on my list of bikes I should really own one day. Really enjoyed riding one of those. You can plod along at whatever speed you want, no one bats an eyelid. Yeah, cool bike. Suzuki RG250 Mark II with the twin front discs. Cool bike. I've had one of them. Converted into I've had two of them actually. One of them I was going to build a Yamagama 350 power hour engine. Never bought the engine. Second one, I did buy the engine, and I built a Yamagama from it, which was fun for a little while. Hello. Cool bikes. List a few below and list the reasons why. It's probably a generation thing. The generation of bikes that you remember with the old rose tinted spectacles, they're what you think of as cool bikes. Whereas the modern stuff, because you don't have that connection to it, they're probably not cool. GZ1100 B2, my first big proper bike when I was 18, 19, cool bike. Yeah, I should buy one of those as well. Oh, again, there's too many bikes to fill the garage up with, and I already struggle keeping track of MOTs and stuff for the ones I've got, and insurance, because some of them you can't get a seat, like the RC I can't get that on a joint policy. Some of the others I can. But yeah, have a think at what you think is a cool bike and why. And obviously we're not going to disagree with the RS, because the RS is a cool bike. Thing of beauty that it is. I'm going to get sprayed here, so let's just hang back. In fact, I'm able to avoid the water. But let me know what you think is a cool bike and why, and what have you got in your fleet that is cool. And although we might not agree, again, it's a really personal thing. So I'll probably end it there, because this is a bit of a pointless video really. I'm just an inane waffle. But anyway, as usual, if you are riding, stay safe people. If you're not riding, watch crap inane videos of old men waffling about what's a cool bike and what's not a cool bike on YouTube. And as usual, take care, and I will see you with the trusty less rusty RS on another episode of RS'ing About, where I'll talk more absolute shite. Take care people, see you soon.